Well, hey, excuse me. Hey there, Twisted Sage here. Oh, Jesus is currently 23 degrees Aquarius. Um, we have our mother at uh, now 0 degrees Cancer. So this is that Superman alignment. Mainly because the sun in Aquarius is about humanity as a collective, and Cancer is about nurturing. So Cancer for an Aquarius, sun or rising falls into the sixth house placement, which would be the house of service to others. So that's why Aquarius serves the collective emotions. Although, a little paradoxically, Aquarius is known for detaching from emotion. Maybe that's so Aquarius can do the deeds without getting too emotionally attached. Unless you have a Cancer man. Yeah, I'd say the feeler struck me pretty heavy as we're currently coming to you from that Leo rising position. But right when the moon was at the end of 29 degrees Gemini a couple hours ago, or half hour ago, I started getting, I was listening to some new Alt J, and they always have a handful that know how to strum those very deep emotions. You know, the ones that are so deep you can't put words to. Those ones. Well, Mars is fixing to penetrate Venus. Hee hee. And actually, when you look at the chart, you know, Mars is the glyph with the arrow coming off of it, somewhat symbolizing the penis in a sense. And it's just got the tip. A little teasing of the tip. It's going to be interesting, you know, for Americans, but everybody in general, too. Big things going down with business. I imagine we're going to see some rise of people's finances and some big falls of people's finances. And obviously, I don't know, everything for me points to the cryptocurrency space. For as long as we have electricity, paper currency is soon to be no more. And by soon, I'm thinking at latest 8 years, 10 years. Maybe just a little bit before. Dude, maybe when Uranus moves on into Gemini. Because so Uranus Aquarius kind of rules like those new techs. So in the crypto currency space, you know, it's relatively, you know, it's still a child. Yeah. Yeah, but definitely the ongoing theme of Uranus and Taurus is that of changing money itself through technology. And then so when we see Uranus going to Gemini, that's probably when it hits that good old flash energy. What was no on the other top or the topic of Super Bowl and picking the Bengals as the hero, the winner. I was thinking about all the Capricorn placement. Now, again, I don't know Matthew Stafford or Joe Burrow's rising sign, but as an Aquarius sun, he's going through. There's all that Capricorn lines up in a lot of shadow work, and 12th house, so like self-undoing, hidden enemies, where it, for Matthew Stafford, the Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Mercury. Now for Joe Burrow, the Saggy, first house, second house, it's money time for Joe Burrow. So all that cap would land in a Sagittarius's I have house. Actually worked out kind of odd. I don't have a spare dime to place a bet on this game. So bet some Bengals. And hook your boy up if you win. You know, a little 10%. Yeah, on that other note with because it was 2008 when Pluto came into Capricorn, really fucked off my life. Oh, excuse me. And that was when we had the and that makes sense because America's second house is Capricorn and Pluto's in America's second house, and Taurus, you know, rules the five senses. You know, the pleasure you get from, I don't believe it rules the pleasure you get from physical sex, but it also rules the pleasure you get from the food you eat, but it rules real estate. And that was when the housing market plummeted. That caused the financial crisis of 2008. Sent me to prison, yada yada. But then that's when Bitcoin jumped on the scene in 2009. And so Bitcoin is a Capricorn sun. I have it worked out as a Capricorn rising as well, but that's debatable. But it's got Bitcoin's got a Mars in Capricorn and a Pluto in Capricorn. So I want to say it's like kind of a Mars-Pluto conjunction in Cap. So I would think this would state that Bitcoin is here for the long haul to transform, you know, the world currency. You know, originally it was to try to avoid having to pay government's taxes, stuff like that, a better way. So I don't know. So most of the time, full moons, shout out to Waters Above Crypto channel that tries to add gematria, numerology, astrology to find the patterns in the crypto market. And so through him, I was able to find out that on average, it's not every time, And is that every time it's a full moon, which to me is a little bit odd, kind of the reverse of what you might think. That a full moon, you would think maybe a full moon that a currency might peak out, but it's actually the opposite. During the full moons, most of the time is that's when it's like the tides are going out, and then when it's a new moon, tides coming in. The currencies all go up in worth. All right, I'm sure it's getting long. Star Daddy-O out. Take care of thyself.